Hello, we'll be reading a very special, well, it's not very special since we've sort of done it before. We're reading more of Peter Chimaera, but this is the stuff he didn't want you to read. Well, he sort of did since he sent us it, but this is stuff he did want you to read. This is Peter Chimaera. What's the name of the actual book?
Hsitorical book of faFiction.
Okay, the hsitorical book of faFiction. I was just this sort of sprung upon me.
Yeah. Basically, this is going to be an advert for this book, effectively.
Yeah.
I just realised we're being kind of drawn into it.
It's not really going to be an ad since we're going to be reading the entire thing.
You can't really read along with us as you have to buy the book. So go and buy it.
Yeah, go buy the book.
It's only a price that I've forgotten.
Isn't it like $2 or something? It's something incredibly small and it's very funny, so you'll enjoy it.
We haven't read it yet, but we assume it's going to be fun.
Well, yeah, given the fan fiction that he's done and the preface that I'm looking at, it'll be pretty good.
Okay,
right.
preface,
and
right.
Rolf will probably be reading this and I'm Lionheart and no one else is here.
Yeah, because they're all gay. Right.
Yeah,
I sent works of my right turn stories to a magazine long time ago, but didn't. Word. Also, contact book publishers. Spelled right. I told them I wanted to publish my B-short stories. My B-short stories and faFiction. I told them I was popular on the internet, but they didn't believe me.
Those fuckers.
Yeah, we should kind of put the zoom down a bit.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it'll be fine. So I self-publish because that is a way of little guy to make more and better for people to read. P.S. I wrote this book in only 2 days, so I hope it's really good and you eat. This book is dedicated to internet.
It's like that self-publishing your book is like, yeah.
It's like the ultimate loser kind of thing.
Yeah, and you don't make as much money.
Yeah, right.
Do we want to read the contents?
Nah, don't bother. Let's leave it a surprise.
We should do it if we ever do the audio book.
Yeah.
If you want to read Hitler Extreme Nazi, turn to page 1. Anyway, yeah, here we go.
Hitler. Yeah,
Oh, and we've got the full title now. I love how he can spell Chimera right every single time.
Yeah. Hitler Extreme Nazi. That's spelled right as well. He's on a roll here.
It's like talking to those a retarded 6-year-old. Hey, you managed to do 5 words in a row without fucking up.
Yeah, let's go. You notice how the X
Am I going or are you going?
The X is like tiny compared to No, it's you. We're doing this alternative.
Alright. It 12 a.m. and Hitler was come down for a living room inspection. This is disgrace, he spitted and wiped his face with lawnmower precision.
So he got a mini lawnmower.
4 lines in. I am sorry, Herr Hitler.
Herr Hitler?
Says the servant who was made wash the floor was harder than ever. Oh, Jew.
Oh, you Jew.
I just imagine he's like he's like one of those black gangster people. Oh, Jew, what you playing at?
No, I thought it was like kids do the funniest things. Oh, Jew, what you like?
Hitler became infurious. It was 20 minutes before a jagged walking gentleman would arrive, and if he was an important house guest, exclamation mark. Dear Ado LF, him mother walking down flurries upstairs. I carry Theb Askert of fresh muffins. She brought tasty treat. Thib is delicious $, Hitler said in his own quotations. But World War One started in 40 minutes, so
it's not World War One. It's World War Two.
I don't know. World War One started in 40 minutes, and is so he has to go out to Ford the Frank.
It's like Hitler's some sort of geek who's going to a convention. Oh, I've got my World War One next.
The World War, Franco-Prussian War was not going well.
Yeah.
They lost all the war and forced to sign a recorder. I will get revving on Jew. Hitler boasted of his fury, and year was 1933 when he became leader of Nazis.
Alright, I see what it is now. You know how Hitler fought in the First World War as a soldier?
Yes.
That's what he's getting. So he's actually being historically accurate there.
Was it 1933 when he became leader of Nazis?
I think so.
Jesus Christ.
You took standard
German-
history.
Oh yeah, that's such a prestigious bank of knowledge. Germany was a place of his Austrian rage. That legendary Austrian rage.
Yeah.
And he
I want a
ordered,
kind of Austrian rage.
and he ordered the make of concentration camps, which before were something different, but now they murder Jews. He also tried to build things like new weapons and maybe a time machine, but science has improved. He was very good at constructing of mad power, but then later, when the war was over, America had made atomic bombs. We could use me some atomic bombs. And Hitler tried to mark them too, but he was unsuccessful. Great smokes!
Great smoke.
Giant crates!
Yeah. Hitler and Master Chief are related.
Oh, Jew. Great smokes, I must be hiding. He disappeared at 1945 and never found it again. And never found it again. Perhaps he built time machine, or maybe get disappear into Belgium where he lived with Belgians.
So he lived with countries called Belgium in Belgium.
Yeah,
Or
the
rather, Belgium.
Belgium family of Belgium. Hitler did some good things, but he was not a hero. He did terrible things too and killed a lot of Jews. We must never forgot because history important. The end.
This is half-assed
From
attempt at a
Barbarian.
disclaimer.
Am I doing the afterword?
Yeah, go for it.
Afterward. I had to write about Hitler because
Hitler.
I think it's important lesson to learn from people in history who do terrible things. But I think even though all that he and I probably both like muffins, so we should not be judging others. Even thought that's what Hitler did. I wrote Tish different than my other fanfics where I did not know the outcome of the story. But we never find out if he makes time machines. That is only the rumour.
Is that a reference to the boys from Brazil?
What, who made a time machine?
Well, they cloned Hitler, which is kind of similar, I guess.
First non-Brazilian person
Right.
to travel back in time.
Well, right, let's go.
I'm a party.
Right. Robin Hood fights back.
Oh god.
It was time when everything was medieval, and King Richard was next to war against the Crusades.
He went against the Crusades.
The British England! Oh my god, coming from Scotland, that's just so wrong. Was in terrible state.
Well, England is part of Britain, so it would be described as British.
But when would you have an England that wasn't British?
When it was its own thing.
Oh yeah. The
It was
British
around
England
this time actually, so he's being historically accurate. Peter Chimaera just one-upped you.
Yeah, was in terrible state, whereas Prince John, rather, just made bad rules, and he ordered a rounding of Sheriff of Nottingham who oppressed the people. I find that tasty.
No, he's like thoughtful.
Alright. Things that make you go, Yeah.
Screw you.
So Robin Hood goes when to rob the rich and steal money to give to poor, and he become hero to te impoverished. Impoverished. Vodophiliacs now.
Yeah.
With his marry men. Men all got married with each other. And one guy.
Well, you know, the Robin Hood story, that's not much of a stretch.
And one guy he come from the Middle East who helped him.
I
That
remember
was
this.
an Arab Morgan Freeman.
I remember that in the film. I forget his name.
Robin Hood entered the tournament.
I wonder if he's going to reference the Bryan Adams song.
With his Luxley bow and entered to win what wasn't a disguise. Sheriff go first and he fired an arrow with bullseye target.
You should have.
It is powerful shot, said no one in particular. So dumb other guys go, and when most of them did not hit the bullseye, they were eliminated. We lose!
They said in unison apparently.
Yeah. There was only 5 paraplids left, and they all made archery attack. Just Pokemon. At the target, which was now further away from Robin Hood. Would to make the good shot, or he would lose permanently. He wouldn't just